Good day, everyone. My name is Ms. Maboy. I welcome you to today's grade 10 business studies lessons, and we'll be focusing on the final exam prep for grade 10, paper number 2. As you know, business studies has got paper 1 and paper 2. So today it's paper 2. All right, so as mentioned, it's the exam questions. We're doing question number 4, which is the miscellaneous. Right, what do you need to know about miscellaneous is that it consists of 2 topics that we're doing in our paper 2. Remember, what topics are we doing? We're doing the business ventures, and we're doing what? We're doing the business roles. So we've got business ventures and business roles. So in this question, it consists of those 2 topics. All right, so the first part, which is 20 marks, will be business ventures, and then the last part, business roles, will also be 20 marks. So business ventures, let's see the question. Identify the form of ownership represented by each of the following statement. The action verb, again, it says identify. When you're identifying, you are not explaining, you just identify. All right, food delicacy store is owned by James and Sons, and they are liable for the debts of the business. So it is owned by James and Sons, and they are liable for the debts of the business. So identify the form of ownership. You should know your forms of ownerships, and you must know the characteristics. So they've given you the characteristics by James and Son, and they are liable for the debts of the business. So those are the characteristics for you. Let's identify now. What do you think is the correct answer for this before we go to question number 4.1.2? All right, James and Sons, liable for the debts of the business. All right, there is the answer. It's partnership. Right, so I'm sure here you were not sure, really sure which form of ownership, but then this gave it away, liable for the debts of the business. Right, 4.1.2, Zhang Leadership and Coaching Ltd can trade its shares on the Johannesburg Securities Stock Exchange. Right, so the giveaway was the name of the business. So this is the name of the business, right? If it ends with the word Ltd, and also they can trade their shares on the JSE, what do we call that? Yes, you're correct. Right, the correct answer is public company. You see, just had to identify only. All right, let's move on. All right, 4.2 says differentiate between profit and non-profit company. So these are 2 different companies. So now you need to differentiate. Remember, the distinction must be clear, but they don't have to link. All right, profit company, let's hear. The aim is to make a profit, rely on investors to put money into the business, whereas with non-profit company, let's see, aim is not to make profit. Can you see? The distinction is clear. Rely on, the second one, rely on public contributions or donations, whereas here they're relying on investors. Right, another thing that you can do your own table, and then you write profit companies here, profit, and then here you can do your non-profit. You can do that, and then you tabulate your answers either way, and then you'll be fine. As long as you're writing in point form, and then you're answering the questions. 4.3 says list the steps of the problem-solving cycle. The action verb, list. Remember, now we are doing business roles. We're no longer doing business ventures, business roles. List the steps of the problem-solving cycle. You are just listing and not explaining. Now, I hope you know them. All right, let's list them. All right, are you ready for me? Okay, identify the problem, define the problem, formulate a strategy, implement the strategy, allocate the resources, monitor the problem solving, evaluate the problem solving. Obviously here you'll be guided by the mark allocation. The mark allocation will be given to you. So if they say 5, you do as, if it's 5 marks, maybe you answer according to the mark allocation. Remember, those are the instructions. Look at the mark allocation. It's very, very important. All right, 4.4, recommend ways how creative business opportunities can be realistically implemented. Recommend. So now you have to explain, you have to write in full sentences. All right? Encourage alternative ways of working or doing things. Encourage staff to come up with new ideas or solutions. Respond enthusiastically to all ideas and never let anyone feel less important. All right, place suggestion boxes around the workplace and keep communication channels open for new ideas. I hope you can see what we did here. We're writing full sentences and in point form. Very, very important. So now we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to move on to section C, which is our essay question. I'll see you just now.